G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're pulling out the GTR style 5-speed manual transmission to make way for a 8-speed 8 HP transmission. Alright, so basically to start, we've already ripped the series subframe out, so all of the Altezza system is disconnected, but I'm going to take the Altezza system, the controller for that out. Tail shaft's already out of this. I'm going to undo all the bell housing bolts, already done the clutch slave, then going to do the gearbox selector, like the gear selector, and then transmission cross member. Pop this box out, split the transfer off, put it onto the 8 HP, and basically go from there. So I'm just going to jump in, rip this box out first, and go from there. Alright, so now I'm up in the vehicle, undo this boot, take it all off, pop the selector, circlips out, pull the selector out of the box, move on from there. So that's off, out of there, move down to the next one, move this out of the road. You can see the circlip down in there, and pull the circlip out of the road. And we're able to pop the gear lever out. Make sure it goes back into neutral. Straight out, easy as. Now the box will be able to drop down easily without interfering with anything. Next job's going to be undoing part of the Altezza system. Unbolt that, drop it out of the road. Get in here. Oh. Yum, still got oil in it. I'll let that drain for a little bit. I'll move all of this. Oh, not going to want to stay. That's the actuator. Alright, so moved on, undo the transmission cross member. We've got pogo underneath it, collecting all the bolts. Now this car was originally an auto, so the guy I purchased it from had just recently converted it to a manual, which is perfect because I wanted to do an auto Stagea, but an 8-speed auto Stagea. I wanted a Stagea for a long time, literally since I was 18, and now I'm in a position where I was being able to buy one that's not completely stuffed, because that's the biggest problem that I've found with every single Stagea I've ever seen, is that they're all rusted out and stuffed, and this car is the cleanest, tidiest Stagea I've ever laid my eyes on. Cross member out. Now, that's not used in the conversion. There is a new gearbox cross member, and then there's also plenty of other bits and pieces that are all new as well. We do reuse the actual transfer case in this situation. Now, the reason I've done this and taken the gearbox cross member off and put on the pogo, so I can let the box down enough. It's going to drain a little bit more oil out of there, look at that. Now, that's one thing. The second is now I can access through here very tightly, but I can access the top bolts now for the bell housing. So I've got this one, the other one, and the starter motor still do as well as the top, but it means I've I've got access to them now quite easily to be able to do it. So the next task is undoing the starter motor, which is up there. Bolts come through from the front backwards. The rest of the bell housing bolts all the way around. One's up there, and then the couple around the bottom down here. Slave's already off, so get that sorted. That's the top two bolts out of the bell housing. I just used, they're just 3/8, 14 with a wobble, a couple of extensions. I cracked it with my Worth extension, which works so good. And then just walked them straight out. Next is starter motor bolts. Come on, baby. Might take this little plastic guard off out of the road. What's the bet? Yeah, the top one's in and it's tight. Good. You're gonna say, what's the bet? The top one's not even in. How many times have I seen that? 1,000,000. Ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna let it down. Get the top starter motor bolt. Actually, I might even be able to get it through there. Alright, so ready to rip the flywheel and clutch off. And we can put the adapter on and slip the box up in to start working out what we need to do. I've been told there's a section here we need to massage and a few other little spots. So let's get into it. Next step. Loctite, no Loctite, no Loctite. What'd you say, no Loctite? No Loctite. Someone was game for Falcon things. At least it was machined and everything was done nicely, everything else.
Didn't do the rear main by looks.
Hard to tell.
It's dirty.
You're dirty.
Bugger.
Alright, so we've got the box out. Pulled it out last night. So the transfer case from the 5-speed manual is going to go onto the back of the auto. So just quick measurements. Measurement down here, 628. Quick measurement along here, 674. We've done what tracker said, which is to extend the rear, shorten the rear by 45, lengthen the front by 45. Should give us about the right measurements. I'm gonna rip this transfer case off, test fit it onto here. As you can see, it's got the Adamat adapter on the actual front of this box as well, so it's got full true lengths. Then we're gonna throw it in the car, test fit it, massage the tunnel where it needs it, make it so that it fits quite nicely. Then pull it back out and go to the next step. So as I was saying, I'm going to split it here. There's a handful of bolts all the way around that go into the back of this. So that will end up on the back of that. Again, Adamat adapter. These things fit so good. I've got one for the 8 HP in the Valiant behind the barra, and again fits literally perfectly. So anyway, rip this off, get it onto there. Two.
Oh, it's got some nice gear, Oh, they make some nice stuff.
And come take this off.
Would you like me to get up and split it? This one goes through it. Right?
You reckon?
Yep. Well,
It has the nipple for it,
yeah.
but
Easy way to tell. No, it doesn't.
yeah, didn't think so. Hold on.
There's no lip on it.
There's one round here.
Oh, it's gonna let oil.
100%. Just looking to see where there's a spot there. I don't know if we should hang the end of it off the bench and
I'm gonna like a switch on stuff. Where's the grip frame? Might be cool on that.
no, that's for coolant only.
Fuck, dead.
You know, Google how to take the transfer case off. All right, just real quick, all the bolts, top off. That doesn't need to come off, but I've pulled it off so I could basically check it out. So as you go up in here, that's your manual gate. Now I'm going to roll it back to second. I've pulled the 14 out. I'm just going to punch this roll pin out. All right, magnet on that. Got him. Now that'll release this. Like so, for us to be able to pull the box back and take that off.
Yeah, it's a really good idea of showing how clean it is inside there, right?
Mm-hmm. Oil everywhere.
Yep. Because we do not have
Let's grab some rags. I have also left, I don't know if you can see it, but I also left the top bolt in until we're actually going to take this off properly. Just want to run down the other side and grab the rest of that other part of the case. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Alright.
That's the transfer off.
Alright, feeling strong.
I mean, we should clean up the oil. That didn't drain out when we drained it. Select a shaft, runs through that hole, in there. Test fit on her now. All right, we have removed transfer, we're getting ready. We've got to play with the oil pump, which is this one on the front here. We're just going to measure the thickness of it when we pull it apart, confirm which one it is, and move forward from there. First attempt.
Huh?
Lever bar? Walkabout. That one right there. Hiding really well. You want to grab the verniers for me, please? Top drawer of my right snap-on box.
What? I did what you said. Come on.
So the instructions show that one is 5.5 and one is 7mm. If they're 7mm, you'll have to machine it down to 5.5. So we've got the right pump gears, which is good. We'll fit that into the new nice shiny billet housing that come with to be able to seal the front of this whole section off. Now,
Come on, this might last a bit.
yeah. Oh.
Why are they putting away flat batteries?
I'll brake clean that off, get it clean. There is a shifter rail pin which needs to go in there, which seals off the shifter rail, and then, like we were showing before, this ends up on top of there with oil pump gears in it. And we can get it back together and put it onto the back of the box for good. First off, we've got to clean it. I'm just going to dry fit this without the oil pump gears in it to show which way that it actually wants to go. One, two, three, four, so that's the top. Quick mark for reference. Just going to get some stuff to lubricate it. Alright, so got some lube in there, got the oil pump gears back in. Now the trick's going to be lining up these two little dowels which go into the oil pump drive, and then also the main dowels. So give this a bit of a crack. Thinking that might happen, hey?
Might have to put the camera down and might have to.
That should be alright. Just need to get Alright, so I've got the oil pump drive lined up. I've just worked that on. You can just work it on with this one, literally just by hand. It does say to work it in with the bolts. And also I'm just going to actually spin it, confirm the oil pump gears are all good. Nothing's tight, nothing's binding. Everything's good with that. I'm just going to get some Loctite and put on them and do them up. Alright, we've got this plug, a little bit of RTV on it. And we're going to put it in from the inside. Although it's got a seal on it, I just want to make sure that it does not ever leak.
Where'd you put the circuit?
It was with the circular pliers. Of course, half of it didn't clip on properly. There it goes. And pop back together properly. Nice. So just quick run through with this. We've changed the pump gears across. You have to check if they're 5.5 or 7. These were 5.5, so they fit straight in and work. Fit the O-rings, both inner and outer. Fit this plug. It comes in from the inside in there to out there. And we have drilled out the hole to 11 millimeters to let the bolt come through from the opposite direction. We're going to Loctite all these bolts, bolt on the adapter for good. Then follow the next steps and get this bolted onto the transmission for good. Hopefully once and done. Alright, we'll just dry fit this
Oh, it's much better.
Alright, that's gone all the way home. So I'm happy with that. We'll glue that surface. Alright, just going to apply a nice little bead around once I get the control of it. We'll try and fit it. Should be new bolts in the kit for this. In these ones, mate. This bag here, mate.
Your other original long one.
Gone in? Yep. Little short ones.
That's not it. I really don't think that's bad.
Alright, so I've just got around and basically not snugged, but just put every bolt in, confirm. That one went tight real quick. Went around and just checked all of them. Up. Cut. Alright, so I've just gone around and snugged all the bolts just to make sure they're all right. Now I'm just going to quickly clean off any excess Loctite and wall and bolt this in properly. Don't forget the one up the top. The one up the top that goes through the actual shifter plate housing. Alright, so gearbox is mounted up properly. rip this adapter off, bolt it on the motor, and then slip the box up, start to do some tunnel mods. I need to shave a little bit on here as well, apparently. So we'll get it up there and give it a try.